In today's presentation, I'm going to explore with you on a subject. Can you make money with webinars? Paid webinars are the most direct way to make money using webinars. You charge an admission price to your live online events. People will pay thousands of dollars to learn about specific topics from verifiable experts. Hi, my name is Bob Hutchinson, and I have many years of experience in digital solutions and online marketing. In this presentation, I'm going to show you how to develop a profitable business writing and promoting webinars. And finally, at the end of this presentation, I will introduce to you an opportunity I'm sure you won't want to miss. Be sure to stay with me to the end. You will be happy you did. How to create a webinar that sells like crazy, step by step. Want to create a webinar? You've probably seen so many successful bloggers and digital marketers running them, but you haven't jumped on the bandwagon yet. The reason? Webinars look too complicated. Thinking about the tech aspect alone is enough to give you a headache. The content makes you feel overwhelmed? Let me tell you a secret. The process to create a webinar is way easier than you may think. Be sure to stay with us. We are about to unveil the opportunity for you to cash in with your own online webinar business. So, what is the secret? It's easy. You have others produce the webinars. What, you say? How do I do that? I bet it will cost a lot of money. Hang on, don't get discouraged. I will tell you just how to do that at little to no cost. But first, let me tell you what you will have to do to make it a profitable business. Once you have a webinar to show, you need to focus on emails that you will send to the registrants. There are two different email sequences that will serve two different purposes. Pre-webinar emails. The goal of these emails is to increase your attendance rate. You want to maximize the number of people who show up to your webinar. To accomplish this goal, you'll send a few emails to build anticipation, increase desire, and remind registrants about the webinar. There isn't a strict rule to follow, but I prefer to send 5 to 6 emails before the webinar with the following timing. The first email right after the registration, a couple of days before the webinar, 24 hours before the webinar, 6 hours before the webinar, 2 hours before the webinar, and 20 minutes before the webinar. In the first 3 emails, you want to focus on the benefits of participating in your webinar. Talk about them, go deep, share stories, show a case study, do whatever you feel is aligned with your brand or the image you want to convey, that you will make the registrants spend time thinking about how the webinar will improve their life. The last 3 emails are a mix of reminder and a benefit discussion. You want to put your main focus on the fact that the webinar will start soon, but your secondary goal is to casually mention how the webinar will benefit the attendee. Post-webinar emails. The end goal of these emails is to sell the offer that you showed on the webinar. To do that, you may have an intermediate goal depending on a specific person who is receiving your emails. The reason is that after your webinar, the registrants who didn't take your offer right away will be divided into 3 different segments. People who saw your offer but didn't buy, people who attended but left early and didn't see your offer, and people who didn't show up to your webinar. To the people who saw your offer but didn't buy, you simply want to send a few sales emails. How many? I'd say about 4 to 5. If you want to be more aggressive, you can send a few more, but be aware of the risk you take by doing this. To the people who attended but left early, you want to send a couple of emails that will encourage them to watch the webinar replay, so they can watch it all. After those emails, you can try to send a couple of sales emails to show your offer. To the people who didn't show up to the webinar, you want to send emails to watch the replay. If a person didn't show up for your webinar, there's no reason in trying to sell your offer. They are not interested, engaged enough to buy anything from you. If you're worried about the tech aspect of setting up this funnel, don't be Webinar Jam and any other serious webinar software. Have a way to easily do it in the control panel. Be sure to stay with us. We are about to unveil the opportunity for you to cash in with your own online webinar business, including getting started today. Launch and deliver. At this point, you'll have everything ready. Now it's about launching and delivering your webinar. Promote your webinar. Ideally, you have an email list and you'll promote your webinar there. It's enough to send a few emails about the webinar to your list. In case you don't have an email list, you'll have to contact other bloggers, influencers, authorities, and propose a collaboration. They'll promote your webinar to the audience and you'll take care of everything else. In return, the blogger, influencer, authority will get a commission for each sale that the webinar produces. Let me be clear. It's way harder than it seems. You'll have to send a copy of outreach emails to get a few yeses. The good news is that sometimes even a single yes can change everything. Before moving on, I have to say that there's a third way to promote your webinar, but I don't recommend it unless you have enough experience with paid advertising or you already run a few successful webinars and want to scale your reach. I'm talking about promoting your webinar with Facebook ads. The problem is that it's expensive. If you don't fall into one of those two scenarios described above, you'll just lose money with Facebook ads. As promised, here is the avenue for you to build a very profitable business. How to start your online business today for free. Are you interested in learning the fundamental success strategies for free? Would you like free software to help you? How about free training to achieve results without spending thousands of dollars on coaches and mentors? Join our free webinar just by clicking on the link in the description. What will you learn from this training? Launch your service, create your product launch blueprint, and plan out the exact steps that you will execute in order to make a successful launch that you have always dreamed of. Grow your audience, implement the exact marketing strategies that help you achieve exponential growth and brand value that you want for your product. Make online sales, set up a robust method to accept payments from your end customers in a recurring manner so that you fill up your bank every month.
Start your online business today. My name is Julia Connors.
And I am Robert of RJ Graphics Webinars.
I am a professor of psychology and have implemented my knowledge into online marketing to build a business empire. My partner, Robert, and I have grown 3 companies from the ground up to multi-million dollars, and in this webinar, the exact steps that we have taken to grow our business will be outlined. If you are not interested in scaling your agency at this time, no problem. I have a gift for you for just visiting me here. Have you ever thought about organizing a webinar? I can show you how to do just that.
As a matter of fact, webinars are one of the top online venues where lots of money can be made.
Go ahead and click the link in the description to get your free information on how you can design and present your own webinars. If you want to scale your agency and build your webinar business, putting your business into a cash-making machine, click the I Want In Now link in the description.
Thanks, Julia.
It is my pleasure, Robert. We both look forward to helping you and your business rise to the top.
Please be sure to click the subscribe button for more presentations by RJ Graphics Webinars. Be sure to click the bell to be notified of future presentations. If you found a presentation to be helpful, please click the like icon.